Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Sunday. It's like I have one more day before the work week. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Um, it's so silly. It's like, no, Karen, take advantage of the day. Don't wish it away. Um, I am using the the Somnia Tarot today. This is the illustrated version, illustrated edition. And we're going to take a look at current situation and the influences around that. Keep in mind, this is a collective reading. It may or may not resonate. But what I really like to try to do for those of you who are new or just joining is explain why I see what I see. Sometimes I can't because it's just a feeling, because I read intuitively. But I started this channel as a learning resource. So even though I'm doing the readings, I want to keep it as, ideas and thoughts, and so that you can, put some of those into your own readings if you so choose. If I can talk. Anyway, let's get started here. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. Okie dokie. What do we got? Maybe if I can cut the cards. Okay. Current situation. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Present influence. Queen of Pentacles, future influence. The Tower. See, for me, I love the Tower because sometimes, like, if you have a personality where you need to make a change, but you kind of procrastinate it, and that's kind of what I do, that Tower kind of forces us to make those changes. I feel like we'll see, but overall, and sometimes not. I mean, sometimes the Tower can be not good things, but too, it's the way we handle those things that change, and how we deal with it, how we perceive it, what we don't see. Six of Swords, what to watch for. Five of Swords. Okay, unexpected is up here. Four of Swords. Whoa, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Challenge. 9 of Pentacles. Strength. Page of Cups. Interesting. Where does this lead? The World. And where does the World take us? 6 of Cups. Okay, advice. The Devil. Huh. The Magician's at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this feels a little bit like relationship. Now, this can be any kind of relationship, and I'll get into it, but there is some blocks going on here and decisions that you're making. And I feel like a lot of what's happening is in your head. But I feel like the energy of the Magician is that you may have achieved something that you kind of were not sure if you could, or yeah, I feel like this, whatever this is, the Magician is, the situation is proof that you accomplished something that was difficult. Or at least that you perceived was difficult, or you struggled with in the past. So it's kind of like this awakening to some degree or another. With the 10 of cups in the current situation, I do feel like there is some feeling of togetherness here. So this could be a relationship, this could be a friendship, this could be a group of people at work, it could be your home family, anything. um, but when I look at this, it's like these energies coming together. So if you look at this card, how the water goes back and forth, it's like melding together, but sharing, as well. Um, you see what I mean? Kind of like there, it's an ultimate because there is a lot of sharing involved in it, and coming together, like kind of like a puzzle piece. Um, but I feel like this is really good. This is good energy. And the influence is the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like is feeling in a position of control, a little bit of power too, but more importantly, control. And I get this very big feeling of you feeling in control. And I don't, so my gut is telling me that this is something that you haven't felt for a while. This energy of I kind of have control back of my life or this situation or whatever it is. And that's the influence, the queen. And it's that energy that's influencing you to do better, do more, and bring. Oh God, I couldn't stand the watch because I keep looking at it. I got to remember to, like, I don't know how to pause it while I'm. Anyway, my phone is on silent, but nothing else is. Um, so I do. I feel like that. It's something you really didn't feel you could do, or and you're proud of yourself. But whatever it is, it has to do with other people or a person. But whatever the situation is, you're in more control than you have been in a while, or that you have felt like you've been. You may have been, but you didn't feel that way. You didn't recognize it as such. There is going to be a shift in energy, the Tower. I'm going to pull a couple cards to see what that shift is, but I don't feel like it's a bad shift. It may be a little bit difficult, but I don't feel like it's bad. Tower. I'm not getting. I'm getting a very positive feeling from this reading. Tower, please. Yeah, I mean it's okay. So, wow, Seven of Pentacles, Strength, and Hierophant. Um, I swear. Okay, I feel like this is like all of the energy that you've put in the Seven of Pentacles, and that you've been strong here, it's paying off with the Hierophant. But I feel like what happens here is that it gives you almost like a feeling. This has been hard, and you've had to really, whatever this situation here is, where the magician, all of this energy is, you have worked really hard at it and put a lot of energy in, and then the strength says you've had to be really strong about it. But I think the Hierophant here is the blossoming of that, and that is the change. It's you're becoming more of a leader, where as the hard work is paying off, and you're going to be like the one people seeking advice from, or there's something here that puts you in a position of being more. It's not like you're not helpful, because you probably already are, but people are recognizing that. People have recognized this, and that's where the Queen of Pentacles comes in, and people are now going to be reaching out to you more about you helping them. It could be work where they see you've done something and they want to know how you did it, and they want, help with that. And I think this is a really good change, because I don't think it's a change of any kind of drastic measure. However, it does, what you don't see is it is leading you to something better. And I feel like there's some things that you'll be able to just leave behind. And you'll be able to do this like consciously. However, you're not doing it consciously, it's happening. It's just happening. And sometimes, when we put a lot of effort into something and we change something about ourselves or our life, or, or work for something, the changes just automatically happen. Like you may have a new brightness about you, or, there's something there that says you are definitely moving into, I don't want to necessarily say happier, because it's not necessarily happier. However, it is better. And it may just be, it's better, period. That's what it is. The Five of Swords is in what to watch for. I feel like this could be don't give up, because the Five of Swords in this deck is hard work. He is tied back. He's trying to get to those swords. He can't get to them, or it's really hard because he's got to break that tie. Devil's in the advice. I'll get there. But, he's got to break that rope. He's got to get out. So that's the energy, what to look for. Don't stop. If this feels right, keep going. Don't let something that you feel like is tying you back, don't let it hold you back. We can break free. Sometimes things are, if someone's holding us back, that's different, because if they have the power to do so. And when I say that, I mean like a boss at work is holding you back and is not going to put you up for promotion or give you a raise or give you that kind of thing. They have control. And there's nothing you can really do about that other than leave the job and go somewhere else and say, see, I told you so. And that's not always feasible in the moment. But this is don't stop. This is what to watch for. You could feel stuck, but it's only as stuck as you choose it to be. You've done the hard work, man. The Seven of Pentacles was strength. You've done the hard work. You're in a position now where you're able to give back, and this feels really good. It really does. So the Four of Swords is in the unexpected. I feel like that you don't realize, and you will soon, but the realization of how much you have healed and how much you've grown and how much you've done is going to hit you. This energy is, and it could be too that you need to take a little bit of a break from that Five of Swords where you're pulling and pulling, but I feel like it's more about the growth. And I feel like you have been in a position in this like literally position where you have felt kind of not alone, but like you've constantly had to work for something, constantly had to heal. And I feel like that's blossoming, and you're coming out of that energy. And that's going to feel very unexpected. All of this does to some degree or another, because of the Magician at the bottom of the deck. You're taking control of it. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, but there's still a few little negative things going on in the back of your head. And they're not bad. You've done the work. It just takes time to go, okay. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here in the challenge. Here's what I think of could be a little bit relationshipy because of the Page of Cups being in the strength. And these two together. So hear me out here. Nine of Pentacles being a, independent energy, independent, successful. The reason why that's a challenge is I feel like because there's also a strength coming in that is, I feel like this is you, you giving yourself back. Um, like the Hierophant, like being able to give back and give to other people and to help other people. And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is the challenge because you're used to not doing that, or at least not in the, that the near past, the most recent, frequent past. I don't know. What's the right word for that? What? Okay. But you've kind of not been doing that. You've been alone. You've been independent. You've been working maybe independently. Or if it's a relationship, you've been independent. You haven't been in a relationship. However, I feel like this energy that's happening here is going to make you stronger and is going to bring really good, wonderful gifts to you. It's just a little bit of a struggle, right? When we're used to being one way and that changes, it shakes us up a little bit. So just remember that. And then the Page of Cups is really, the gift. And it's a strength, man. So you will either be giving of yourself or someone will be also giving to you. I feel like there is a feeling too of someone giving to you, and it's going to help you. And this isn't for everybody, but I feel like there is someone that, and I have kind of felt like I think there's listeners here that listen regularly that have someone on their side big time, whether it is spirit or a actual person, a physical being, or themselves. They're that strong. But I feel like we see that a lot, and I feel it. But I do feel like also it's you being able to give a part of yourself now. There is a real huge feeling of growth here to me. And then we have the World and where this leads, growth, because that's the ultimate goal, right? We've reached a pinnacle. That doesn't mean we stop here. Our lives are filled with short-term, like life cycles. But this is something that is coming to an end, but it's not what you've done that's coming to an end. The working so hard at it is coming to an end. That you'll be more, whatever this is I don't want to say expert because that may not be completely 100% true, but you'll be more of an expert if it's something at work, or even if it's like being able to give back to other people around you. There's a feeling of, okay, the feeling I got and the picture I saw was being crowned. Like you made it. But that doesn't mean it stops, because now there's new things to do, because now you're in a position where you'll be able to do different things. And I pulled a card, what comes after that, because to me the kind of the World is a goal, an ending of some sort. But the Six of Cups comes in, and I feel like all of this is going to bring a very good gift into you. Again, we've got Page of Cups as our strength. There is something very special happening. If this resonates, keep doing the work. There's something very special happening here. Whether it's your confidence level, whether it's just, having more joy and helping people, or just feeling better. And I feel like this Six of Cups is that. Now, if you look at this Six of Cups, it totally reminds me of Little House on the Prairie. So those of you who are young don't know what I'm talking about here, but this does. But it has it. They're working together. It feels to me not about past as much as it does about the gifts that come when we work with people, and that when we spend the time to nurture these things. And I feel like that's what that energy is. I like this energy, and this Six of Cups is a lot different than other Six of Cups as far as the way it looks to me. It is a young person being helped by an older person. Is that what it looks like? That's what it looks like to me. And it could be like, but I think that as time moves forward, you're the old, right? You were the younger person getting the help, and now you're at the older person giving the help. Not that the age has anything to do with this reading, but it's the idea. Let's call it you were not necessarily younger, but you were less experienced, learning from someone that was experienced. They were helping from you. And now those tables have turned. You're the one with the experience. You're the one with the energy, the know how, all of the good things. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So the advice here is devil. Don't allow yourself to get stuck on any particular ideas, feelings, anything. I feel like there's more to this reading than meets the eye with this devil being an advice, because sometimes we get stuck on thinking that some things have to be a certain way. For instance, there maybe a job offer comes in and we think that it has to be more money or it's not worth taking. Well, that's not necessarily true, because if it's not more money right in the beginning, but it's something that's going to bring us joy and allow us to live our most genuine life, then it's the right thing, because it will eventually bring the money. To me, when you are doing something that feels good to you and allows you to do what you're meant to do, then the money isn't necessary. That's what I mean. Like, don't get stuck on those particulars of what the norm is supposed to be or what the better is supposed to be. Money doesn't necessarily mean we're doing better. We use it as a guide. I make X a year. What do you make? But realistically, hey, I'm happy with what I'm doing. How about you? Next time someone says they make more than you, say, well, you know what? I'm happy with what I'm doing. And see, because a lot of people that make good money aren't necessarily, no, that's not everybody. Some people have got all of that going on. They get to do what they love and make a ton of money. But to me, when you're doing what you love, it doesn't matter. And then when money doesn't become the most important thing, we tend to be okay. I mean, the money happens. It's all in our perspective too. Like, because being happy, we do a better job. And that's typical. I mean, that's normal. So there you have it. Beautiful reading today. I hope this resonated with someone. Please let me know if you did. Blah, blah. Let me know if it did, if I could speak. And please hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.